Oh shoot. I'm doubled. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Hey guys, it's Bree. Welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I wanted to show you guys some of the craziest encounters I've ever had with sharks while offshore kayak fishing. So that's a common question that I get. What do you do if you hook up on a shark? Do you see sharks out there? Yes and yes. So this past summer, I hooked up on a 9-foot hammerhead. Not trying to. It took me about 7 miles in 20 minutes. Didn't keep an official time clock, but the current was ripping north, shark was ripping north, and it took me for a ride. So I'm going to show you a small clip of that. What do you do? Next time I would grab the reel, pop the line really fast, but I hesitated and I almost lost all of my line. And I didn't want to have a shark swimming around with 300 yards of 60-pound braid on it. So I'm going to show you guys that clip real fast, and after that, I'm going to show you my craziest shark encounter that I've ever had while offshore kayak fishing. So stay tuned for that one.
Holy crap. There's a hammerhead going after my No. Oh crap. Oh no. I don't know if I'm gonna get this one back. Oh my god. It hurts to get spooled.
It took me 7 miles in 20 minutes. I just held on for dear life, and I was stubborn and I wanted to get my line back. So I just held on.
That's a decent sized hammerhead right now. This sucks.
The thing hit a skirted ballyhoo. I was just trolling it behind, and I saw the fin and I was like, oh my gosh. So I knew it was a hammerhead, and this thing just ripped line. Like it was, I thought it was going to be spooled very, very fast.
I'll be out here for 3 hours trying to reel this thing in. I don't know what to do right now.
And what I should have done, I hesitated, but what I should have done, I should have just grabbed the reel, popped the line. But by the time that I actually thought about that, or if I even thought I could plateau and get some line back, there was so much line gone that I was like, I'm not going to get spooled.
I don't feel like capsizing right now. Oh gosh, this is gonna be fun.
It was insane, but it made me smarter as an angler. It made me thankful for Uber, because I had to Uber back and get my truck. And it didn't take me straight out to sea. It took me right up the coast, and the drift was north too, so I covered some ground that day.
So I'm hooked up on a hammerhead right now. Not intentionally. Kind of just don't want him to spool me, but he's pulling me around a bit. He's a nice size one too. This is where I need a clip for my reel. I'm tired too. This guy's dragging me bad. I need to gain some. Oh no. It's the opposite. Oh my gosh. There's everything I just gained.
And eventually I got all of my line back except my stinger. So it broke right at my metal stinger, my leader line, and my fluorocarbon. And now I'm going to show you the craziest thing that has ever happened to me while offshore kayak fishing. It's been a while since I've been offshore. I was down in the Keys for mini season. Before that, I was over in Crystal River scalloping. All really cool things that I rarely get to do. So I have not been offshore in a while. So I'm getting my kayaking legs ready. Enjoying the weather and being out here. And if I can catch a fish, I'll eat them.
Fish on! Yeah! Yes! Making a wake here. It's a good fish. Woo! Oh shoot. I'm doubled. I better get this fish. I'm about to get sharked, aren't I? I can't even see what this is. No! Don't you dare take it! Put something in the water. There's 2 sharks there. He's gonna shark me. This is not safe at all. Get up. Get up. Get up. It's a freaking huge tuna. I'm gonna get sharked. Shark on the back. Oh my gosh. Hello, it's my tuna now. Woo! Got him up before the sharks. Gosh, I'm shaking from that. That was insane. Absolutely insane. Hello. Don't you dare bite it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So I hooked up on a pretty big fish and I was getting towed. It was awesome. And I had another line down. So this other line, it had a dead bait on, dropped down probably like 20 feet or so in the water column. And I'm getting towed around by this big fish. And I'm going. And then I moved that other rod because it was in the way. And I put it in my white crate behind me just to get it out of the way. Totally forgot there was a bait on it, whatever. Well, I'm bringing in this other fish and I can tell it's a good fish, it's a big fish. And then my other line goes off, it gets nailed, and My entire white box, because I did not strap it down correctly, my fault, goes in the water, lose my jigging rod, everything, just gone. Bringing up this fish that I didn't know what it was at the time. All these sharks are around me. 3 sharks come up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, no matter what this is, I'm gonna get sharked. Turns out to be a freaking huge tuna. And then I was trying to get it up around the sharks. So I'm still pedaling in. Right now, I had 3 sharks tailing me the whole time. They're still down there. Absolutely insane. I didn't really bleed it really well because there's sharks everywhere. So a lot of it got in my yak, a lot of it got on me. And now I'm just trying to make it in. And I have all of those following me. Gosh. Insane. They're chasing me right now. Oh my gosh. Sharks are everywhere right now. Worth it?
I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I know I had my heart pumping. I really enjoyed eating that tuna. I'm glad I got it and the sharks didn't. But thanks so much for watching, guys. And I want to reiterate that you want to make sure to take safety precautions. I know in some of these videos it looks like I'm not wearing a life vest. I'm actually wearing a belt pack. So it's a life jacket in a belt pack. And MTI makes that one. It's called the Fluid Belt Pack 2.0. And I like to fish in those ones sometimes because it's a lot easier. I don't have anything in the way. And I also use my chest one from Hobie, but they are CO2 activated. So if I'm ever in a pinch and I need to use a life vest, I'll just give a string a pull and it inflates into a full life jacket. So always have your life jacket, your PFD. Always make sure that you have a radio, and that if you're new to kayak fishing, inshore, offshore, bring a buddy with you. Learn how to read the conditions and, you know, the wind, the waves, the currents. That way you guys can go out and you can have a good time and you can make sure that you make it back safe. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been reading these comments and I really appreciate it. I'm humbled by just all the support and the love you guys are showing. And I'm reading saying that you guys are, you know, sharing it on your social media platforms. And I really appreciate that. And, you know, it takes time to make some of these videos, and for the longest time I said I want to do YouTube, and that's because I love to fish too much. I always said I want to be in front of a computer screen trying to edit it, but you guys totally make it worth it. So thank you. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Enjoy the time with your friends and your loved ones, and I'll see you guys next week. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.